Northwest in Connecticut.
Hey.
Yeah, I made that part about it being sunny. Because just like I said on the show, it is going to rain. It has happened every single time we've gone to the Crossroads. It's really funny to me.
Yeah, without fail.
It's the time of year, but you think, well, I guess, maybe when we have a larger sample size, a few more years, maybe it won't rain one year. So, check out the beautiful view of traffic. Greg, what does our GPS say our ETA is?
Well, currently we are riding around and getting it at 5:38 p.m. and we're gonna get there at about 9:44 p.m.
All right. That's not so bad. I really hope that's true. But these are really familiar streets at this point. That's why it was kind of a good idea to choose this as a place to record.
Yep.
I also like that because I look pretty good in profile. I got a nice, I got a chin, a very well-defined chin.
I agree.
So.
It's lovely. It's the reason why you're the one in the film and not me right now.
Well, also because I can't really hold the camera.
Shh.
I guess you could turn it around so it's looking at you a little bit.
No, that's alright.
Well, that's mean. Now I have to do it. Well, anyway, so I guess we gotta usually make our usual pre-tournament talk. Like, what are your goals? How do you think you're gonna do? What kind of matchups would you like to see? What are you afraid of?
Alright. You want me to start with that?
Sure.
Well, I guess I will try and turn around and film myself. It's going to be a little difficult to hold it without it being all super bumpy. But here I am, and we're on our way. And what I'm thinking for the tournament, as I've been talking about in the show, I have a ridiculous list with this Strigoi Cocaine on Terrorgeist. And some people in our club seem to think that I'm going to do pretty well with it. As I said before, it's very matchup dependent, so it's likely to be taken off the table on turn one by any number of different war machines or spells.
I don't know, but you always downplay how your lists do.
Yes, it's almost like I'm setting myself up for to surpass my expectations.
Yeah, you're afraid to.
But then my real expectations are like.
But then if you know your
higher.
expectations, then you can't meet those expectations because you're going to jinx yourself. So if you try not to jinx yourself by saying that you're not going to do well, then in essence, aren't you going to jinx yourself?
I guess so. Well, I'm hoping to get more wins than losses. That doesn't necessarily mean, 3 and 2, because you could get a draw as well. So just more wins than losses. That's my prediction. I think it's possible as long as I don't face the cannons in every single game.
Now, you said it's possible to get draws. How big is the divide for draws in this particular tournament, or is it just rule book?
I'm
definition of draw?
not sure off the top of my head because they have a 0 to 8 sliding scale.
Okay.
So a 4-4 is a draw, and I'm not sure what the points.
Because, a lot of the tournaments that we go to, they might up the difference in scores for a draw to, less than 300 or 500.
Yeah, I think it's probably, I don't know. We'll have to verify when we look at the pack again, but I think it's probably 250, 300 to actually be a win. So how are you hoping to do?
To be honest, I haven't played a game in a long, long time.
We did try, though.
Yeah, we did try. It wasn't a great week for it, anyway.
Yeah, we tried to... We set up a game at home at, the end of the weekend, and played through, 2 turns of it, I think?
Turns, yeah, not too much.
But we've been really busy with work, so we couldn't really
when I
finish
come home, I get tired. Excuses. So to get tired.
Right onto I-84 West.
That's just our GPS to make sure that we don't get lost.
Oh, yeah.
This is our first year having a GPS, by the way. It's been wonderful. Anyway, how do I think I'm going to do, or how do I want to do? I've decided I'm going to really and truly change my approach entirely because I know... Oh my. Because I know that I haven't practiced, and I know that I'm not that great with the Tomb Kings, and
right onto I-84 West.
And I'm a mediocre player at best. So I'm really, really just going to focus on, I want to learn something in 5 out of 5 games. Because I really hate when I get to the end of a game and I'm like, okay.
Drive 9.7 miles on I-84 West.
Thanks.
Stop
GPS.
interrupting us.
Yeah, how rude.
So rude. We're recording.
You know, I hate getting to the end of the game and I'm like, okay, when I can't think of what I could have done differently. So my plan is to really just verbalize what my plan is to my opponent, kind of talk it out with them, and be like, I think what would happen if I moved here? I wonder, and then you might do that, so on and so forth. So not playing the tactics end of it at all, kind of like when you and I play games, because I've found that even though we talk exactly about what we're gonna do and what might happen if we do that, it doesn't seem to change. Like when you do that, it doesn't seem.
It
to
doesn't
change the
cheapen
fact that you
it.
win.
No.
Like it doesn't, because those secret tactics, I guess. I don't know.
And in tournaments, before I've played opponents that's how they like to play.
Yeah.
And so they'll bring it up, and sometimes I do. I'd say you just gotta kind of test the waters, because some people will be very unreceptive to that.
I agree. However, since they'll probably look at my army and know that they'll win anyway, I figure that will make them a little more receptive.
It's true, and I mean, it is things I do sometimes in games, like just talk about my options, just say it out loud, and sometimes they'll put some feedback into it, and it doesn't really mean it's any less a strategic of a game or tactical.
Right, exactly. I don't think that. I think in a way, for someone like me, that's really going to enhance the tactic, because I would really like to improve as a player.
So what are you hoping your record will be then?
I don't even want to think about it.
You just want to think your strategy is to hopefully learn more about your army.
I don't care if
about the game.
Lose every single game. I don't, because I'm not going to come in last place because
You have a nicely painted army.
I have a nicely painted army, and I'm a pretty nice
And you're
person.
not a jerk.
Yeah, sometimes. But I'll be less of a jerk hopefully this time, because I don't care if I.
Yeah. Well, that's a good attitude.
Well, and I hope that my opponents don't talking about cheapening it. I hope that they don't feel that it was cheapened because it's not going to be that I'm not trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Probably I'll be trying harder than ever.
My other goal of the tournament, in addition to just the games, is to drink some cider with Peyton and Jeff.
Yes. And then leave them alone.
And then leave them alone with the
show.
Microphones for the show. So
whoa, hear that rain?
Rain's picking back up. We're going to keep driving here. We got at least 4 hours ahead of us, so we'll probably be checking in again, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and we might be a little
Before
more
we get there.
raggedy at that point. But the
We'll
battery's dying, so that might be a problem.
Oh,
no!
All right, let's sludge through this rain.
Yeah.
And we'll check in a bit.